Hi, Seekers of Wisdom. Welcome to another edition of Chronicles of 1900. My name is Ibrahim Sunday. So today I'm going to talk about the famous prison officers extension that is going around this country for the last couple of weeks. So what does this imply and how does this affect you? So when you understand the problem in the country, you would definitely see reasons why these extensions are coming in place. Most of the prison officers, they are from Nigeria and Ghana, precisely West Africa, and their salary is about £33,000 outside London, which implies that the new rule, which came into practice in July 2025, that require skilled workers to be paid for the 1,700 becomes a threshold that they cannot meet. I have a couple of friends and families that have applied for this role and they've gone for interviews and they were dropped at the dying minutes because after the law or the policy came in at July, the prison could not pay them the 41,700. So what does this temporary extension means for somebody that is already working in prison, or probably you have a family, or maybe your husband is a prison officer and you're a dependent? It simply means that they will continue to pay you 33,000 and you can extend your visa. That's not a good thing to happen. It should have been probably increase the salary to 41,700, isn't it? But no. So what the government is doing is we still pay you 33,400, but we'll allow you to do your visa extension just like the way they allow the care workers to still be paid lower salary, but they give them exemption so they can actually apply for visa. So the same thing applies to prison workers. So they're still going to get paid the same amount of money and they will give them exemption to be able to extend their visa. But the problem I have with this is, how long is this going to last? So far, so good. It's 1 year, but they're going to keep paying them this money till 2027, which means that if you're a prison officer right now, you spend only 1 year in prison. By the time they take it out in 2027, probably with replacing these workers with local employees, which is what they intend to do, then you must be 3 years into your skilled worker visa and you cannot apply for indefinite leave to remain. That means that you're still going to get kicked out anyway. So what are you going to do to your life? Are you going to sit down there and continue working as a prison officer and then in 2027 you get kicked out? I don't know what you intend to do, but this is my advice or my suggestion. If you are a prison officer and right now this is what you do and you have the opportunity to be given 1 year extension, I would say begin to think about something else you can do with your life. Look for other skills that you can acquire, or look for other countries where you can also go, where you'll be given the kind of preference that you want. Or if you are a dependent to prison officers, so many of you that have families here, what I would suggest is get your partner to begin to look into jobs that can sponsor them independently from being your dependent. What this implies is if the prison decides to change the system from Minister of Justice, maybe in the next 6 months or 1 year, or maybe 2027 like they proposed, then you have something to fall back to. What can you do? Like I've been saying to a couple of people in the last few months, why don't you just take responsibility for once? Why don't you take your destiny into your hand? Why don't you think about what you can do as a dependent rather than waiting on your main applicant every time there's issue? Why don't you do something else? Why don't you start business? Why don't you apply for innovators visa? Why don't you apply for HPI visa? Why don't you look for another skilled work that you can do? You can be a cybersecurity expert, a project manager, a business analyst. You can be a compliance manager. You can be HR manager. There are other roles that you can actually find yourself that will sponsor you as a dependent. What this means is that you are not waiting, holding nothing in your hand because the government is saying they're going to extend the visa for 1 year. So where do we go from here? My advice for you, the year is running to an end, and I'm going to say this to you: don't wait, because the policy changes every now and then. If there's something you don't want to wait on, it's a policy that is not stable. This extension is not stable. Don't depend on it. Look for something to do for yourself to be able to move. Thank God you have 1 year extension now, but within that 1 year, think of something else that you can do with your life so that you can begin to factor that into place within the next 1 year. Like I said before, what are you going to do? As a prison officer, you can't start a business because you are going to breach your visa terms and conditions. You can only do 20 hours in a similar role according to the SIC code. So what can you do? What you can do right now is, if you have a family or you have a dependent, why don't they start looking into something else? Start a business, collaborate with them, support them, let them do something else that can give them the right to stay in the country and you can be a dependent on them. If you're struggling or you don't know what to do, you have ideas and you want somebody to be able to help you refine your idea, give us a shout out, put a comment in there, reach out to us on every social media channel and I'll be able to reach out to you. Don't forget, it is the end of the year. 2026 is around the corner. Don't just wait and sit down for the government to give you extension. An extension is not a guarantee. I hope this video has blessed you, and I hope you've been enjoying the video all through the year. This is the last one for 2025. In 2026, I'll see you with more videos. It's Chronicles of 1900, and the idea is to be able to give you information that will give you something that you can run with as far as UK is concerned. It's an inspirational video, it's an inspirational podcast. Like, share, comment, and also get people to also watch the video as well. I've seen a lot of people coming to me and say, I watch your video and I love what I hear. This is where I am. What can I do? And that's why you're here. My name is Abraham Sunday. Thank you very much. Have a good season with your family, and I'll see you in 2026. God bless you.